When developing content for a speech, we have to think of several things that might impact the delivery of that speech. The first thing we want to think about is what language do we use in a presentation? Will it be formal or will it be somewhat casual? Next, consider who will be the key members of the audience. Will there be one person you have to persuade or address, or will everyone be equal in the audience? The third thing to keep in mind is the level of knowledge of the audience. Do they come in with a lot of knowledge on a particular subject, or do they need some gaps to fill in? The big thing to remember is don't treat them as being stupid. What you should do is link what they know or the familiar with the unfamiliar or the new knowledge. The fourth thing to keep in mind when preparing for a speech is what is it the audience wants to know? In other words, how do you tie in the audience's interest to your particular subject? For example, maybe I want to give a speech about being successful to a group of students. And I might talk about studying really hard for a test and getting a great grade back from that particular exam. The fifth thing to keep in mind when analyzing the situation for a speech is the personal preferences of the audience that you will be speaking to. Is it a serious or a laid-back crowd? Can you anticipate the vibe of the room? Will they be receptive to what you will have to say, or will it be very hostile? The sixth thing to keep in mind: the significant demographic characteristics of the crowd. Is it all women? Is it men and women? Is there a difference in age? What cultural backgrounds are you dealing with? Is there an economic status of the crowd that you are talking to? All this has to be figured in when you're about to give a talk. The seventh thing to keep in mind when analyzing the situation for a speech: the group size that you will be talking to. Is it a big group or a small group? If it is a small group, it allows you the luxury to pass out handouts for your speech or supplemental materials. The eighth thing to keep in mind when analyzing the situation for a speech is the listener's attitudes towards the subject as well as the presenter. Do they have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of the speaker and the topic?